Today on Public Eye News, NMU hosts potential presidential candidate Dr. Ronald Hendrick. And later, Governor Whitmer signs a continuation budget in the face of a government shutdown.
Tim Knapp will have your weather forecast for the next couple days. Later, Tayon Croft will bring you today's sports breakdown. I'm Emma Maratz.
And I'm Luke Niddle. This is Public Eye News. The search for a new president continues here at Northern Michigan University. The Board of Trustees is bringing potential hires to Marquette for a look at campus. Today, finalist Ronald Hendrick, the provost and senior vice president of Texas Tech University, is visiting Marquette and meeting with NMU stakeholders. Hendrick graduated from Michigan State with a bachelor's in forestry in 1986 before earning his PhD in forest ecology in 1992 from MSU as well. Hendrick has been in Lubbock since July of 2021 and spearheaded projects such as the creation of the Office of Faculty Success, which centralizes resources for teaching and learning support and mental health resources. Next week, the third and fourth finalists will be in Marquette, with a final decision on NMU's next president still several weeks away. And after several decades of a massive cleanup effort, Muskegon Lake becomes the fourth lake in the state of Michigan to be delisted from the Areas of Concern, or AOC, list in the Great Lakes region. The Great Lakes AOC program was created in 1987 to help depollute some of the most contaminated areas in the Great Lakes, with Muskegon Lake being marked as an AOC in 1985, even before the program was created. 6 years after the initial designation, the Muskegon Lake Watershed Partnership was established to help better tackle the pollution of the lake specifically. In total, more than $84 million was needed to clear over a century of waste and pollution. A GVSU study found the delisting will help raise local home valuation by an estimated $8 million.
Governor Whitmer has signed a continuation budget that allows the Michigan government to stay open. The continuation budget allows Michigan residents to access government services and governmental employees to still receive payment. In particular, the continuation will allow the state to resume having expenses until the full budget is finalized. After the budget has been written, it will be voted on by a legislative body. State Superintendent Dr. Michael F. Rice said in a statement, "I urge the state legislature to approve quickly a budget that will provide adequate and equitable funding to our public schools. It's time to take action for the good of Michigan students," end quote. Governor Whitmer will have the final say on the full year's budget. There will be 3 new energy companies that are making their way to Michigan from Canada. These energy companies, announced by Governor Whitmer, will help bring over 50 jobs to the state. The companies, Laser Glow, Geotab, and Charbone, are coming to Michigan to help strengthen the bilateral trade relationship, which is one of the strongest in the world. Governor Whitmer delivered a speech at the Empire Club of Canada, where over 3,500 international and Canadian leaders have met. The governor was joined by representatives from the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. She also talked about how tariffs have been harming the Michigan economy, which is why she chose to reinforce the Michigan trade relationship between Michigan and Canada. The Trump administration says that federal layoffs will be coming if the government shutdown continues. And with no negotiations currently taking place, that looks more and more likely. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
President Trump says today he'll meet with the head of the Office of Management and Budget to talk about further cuts of federal agencies as a result of the shutdown, posting, "I can't believe the radical left Democrats gave me this unprecedented opportunity."
We're going to look at agencies that don't align with the administration's values that we feel are a waste of the taxpayer dollar. And look, unfortunately, these conversations are happening because we don't have any money coming into the federal government right now.
The administration has already targeted billions of dollars in funding for infrastructure projects in New York and threatened climate-related funding in more than a dozen blue states is next.
Sources tell CBS News the head of OMB told House Republicans on a call Wednesday that federal layoffs or reduction in force will happen in the next couple of days.
That's something that the Office of Management and Budget and the entire team at the White House here, again, is unfortunately having to work on today.
He just wants to impose pain on Americans because he thinks that Democrats actually care and that Democrats will be forced to back down.
Despite congressional leadership at a stalemate,
there's no negotiation right now.
There were signs Wednesday of bipartisan conversations among rank-and-file lawmakers trying to find a way forward.
There's a lot of bipartisan hope that we can make this shutdown as short and costless as possible.
No votes are scheduled today due to Yom Kippur, but votes are expected in the Senate on Friday. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Mr. President, Majority Leader.
Now don't touch that dial. After this short break, we'll be back with weather and statewide news.
Spatchcock Funk in the house, our house, and your house too. You know where the party's at? Wherever you're at. We're going to teach you how to throw the best parties, the best dinners, the best get-togethers. All you need are the people that you love, and we'll take care of the rest. So load up that playlist in your cooler, turn up the speakers, and fire up the fryer because you're going all in. The Spatchcock Funk. Dope food, strong drinks, great stories.
Thursday afternoon at 4:30.
Welcome back to Public Eye News. I'm Tim Knapp here with your weather breakdown. Let's get right into it on the campus roof cam. Not many students, but that library is looking great. I can't wait for that to open. Now let's look at the temperatures across the UP. It is sunny all around, starting off in Houghton, 75 degrees, Ironwood, 78 degrees, Iron Mountain, 74 degrees, Menominee, 72 degrees, Escanaba, 68 degrees. Moving across to the other side, Sault Ste. Marie, it's 66 degrees, Manistee, it's 68 degrees, and right back home in Marquette, 72 degrees. Now, current conditions, we're looking at the winds out of the south at 15 miles an hour with our barometric pressure of 30.2 inches and falling. Tonight, we're looking at clear skies with a low of 62 degrees, winds out of the southwest at 15 miles an hour, and our moon phase is a waxing gibbous. Now, looking ahead for tomorrow, we have a chance of storms, but that's okay because it's going to be 73 degrees, low of 61 degrees, winds out of the southwest at only 5 miles an hour. This weekend, it's going to be sunny, 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 82 degrees on Saturday, 63 for the low. Sunday, high of 78, low of 64, and Monday, high of 61, and a low of 53. Go make it a great day and make it a great weekend. Now back to my friends at the desk.
Thank you for that weather report, Tim. I certainly really have been enjoying this start to the autumn season. Going on to some statewide news, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer remains doubtful of a potential run at a 2028 Democratic presidential nomination. While speaking at an event in Toronto, Whitmer was asked if she is considering opening up to be a Democratic nominee, to which Whitmer responded, quote, "I anticipate helping, but I don't know if I'm going to be the person," end quote. Whitmer is currently in the tail end of her time as Michigan governor and is ineligible for re-election due to term limits. The current governor still has plenty on her plate, however, as the budget for the state of Michigan remains unsolved amid a federal shutdown of the government that began Tuesday at midnight. A continuation has been passed by lawmakers at the state level, keeping operations afloat for a maximum of 1 week. And among a tour of the United States, the remains of the Catholic St. Therese of Lisieux will visit a parish named in her honor in Royal Oak. St. Therese, nicknamed the Little Flower of Jesus, was canonized by Pope Pius XI in 1925 and was the namesake of Mother Teresa, who was inspired to serve the poor in India. While it will be St. Therese's first time visiting the U.S. this millennia, her remains were previously sent to the Little Flower Basilica of Royal Oak in 1999. Her visit day will also coincide with the Little Flower's feast day this year. Those who visit St. Therese are permitted to touch the glass with objects such as rosaries and prayer cards, though it is forbidden to lean or kiss the glass. And police have made 2 arrests after a man went on a stabbing spree at a synagogue in the UK, killing at least 2 people and injuring several more. Authorities are calling it a terror attack, and it comes on the holy Jewish holiday of Yom Kippur. CBS's Tina Kraus reports from London.
The stabbing attack happened this morning outside a synagogue in Manchester, England. Police say a man drove a car into people and started stabbing them.
You've killed him.
Authorities arrived within 10 minutes and firearms officers shot and killed the suspect. According to a local media report, the attacker did not make it into the synagogue itself. The chaos unfolded as members of the Jewish community observed Yom Kippur, considered the holiest day in the Jewish calendar. One video from the scene appears to show a police officer warning people the attacker has a bomb. King Charles and Britain's prime minister said they were appalled by the attack on such a significant day for Jewish people.
Additional police assets are being deployed to synagogues across the country, and we will do everything to keep our Jewish community safe.
Witnesses say security guards at the synagogue intervened to save many people from harm. Last year, the British government committed an extra $100 million to protect synagogues and Jewish schools here. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
Now don't touch that dial. Taeyeon will be right back with a sports report you won't want to miss.
I'm Jimmy Gretzinger, and it's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
It's a real treat anytime we can take somebody down this waterway.
Lots of stuff happening around the great state of Michigan. Get out and enjoy it. And if we don't see it in the woods or on the water, hopefully we'll see it right back here next week on your PBS station.
Tonight at 9, only on WNMU TV.
Welcome back to Public Eye Sports. I'm Taeyeon Croft here with your latest sports breakdown. It's October, everyone, the best time of the year for baseball, especially for Tigers fans. The game is currently being played in a rubber match against the Cleveland Guardians. The winner moves on to the ALDS. The loser will be at home watching Public Eye News like the rest of us. Cleveland tied the series Wednesday night, scoring 5 runs in the 8th inning. Today, the Tigers have Jack Flaherty on the mound, who's shown flashes of the all-star pitcher he once was at times. Detroit fans are hoping he can pitch another gem today and lead the team to a victory. The Tigers have scored only 3 runs combined in the first 2 games. They have redeemed themselves so far. They are up 1-0 with 2 people on base. Moving on to the hockey rink, the NMU hockey team will be opening their season this Saturday against the University of Massachusetts. This will be the start of their 2nd season under Dave Shayak. The Wildcats played against UMass only 1 time in history, a game where they won 3-0 back in 1999. It'll be a tough task for Northern, going against a team who made the Elite 8 last season and is ranked 15th in the preseason polls. NMU have a total of 16 new players coming into the season. They will be led by co-captains Tiny Ewart and Nicholas Arnaz, along with the alternates Caden Galt and Zane Dempsey. Updates on the season and schedule will be on the NMU hockey website. Tune in this Saturday and help cheer your Wildcats to an open game victory. After serving up a pair of wins last weekend, the volleyball team will be back on the road this upcoming weekend. They will be facing Saginaw Valley State and Lake Superior State. Friday's game will be at 6 p.m. against the Cardinals and will top it off against Lake Superior State at 4 p.m. Saturday. After winning 2 important conference games against Parkside and Roosevelt last weekend, assistant coach Cameron Duffield stated that they are a battle-tested team. Being on the road during the preseason has prepared them for moments like this. The Wildcats have won 7 straight matches against both the Lakers and Cardinals. They'll look to add to that total this Friday and Saturday. You can also check the NMU volleyball website for more information on how to watch the game. That's all I have for sports today. Back to this.
Thank you for that sports update, Taeyeon. Emma, the wait is finally over. How are you feeling about hockey?
I am incredibly happy that we are back with hockey season.
Absolutely. I hear you have a couple more stories for us, though.
Oh, I do. The Peter White Public Library is going to hold an event about the diversity in Costa Rica. Over 20% of Costa Rica is protected in national parks. Scott Stewart will speak about the sights and sounds of the country. The event is going to be at 7 to 8:30 on October 2nd, with the event being free for all. The Marquette Regional History Center is going to hold their 4th biennial Lake Superior Fiber Festival. There will be hands-on activities to take home and lots of handmade quilts and fiber arts to look at. The event is going to be held on Saturday, October 4th from 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. The event is free for all to attend.
Well, certainly a lot of events happening all around the Marquette area. Are you going to try and make it out to any?
I might try and make it over to the Peter White Public Library, just see if they have something.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't been there this semester, but you know, it's a great place to be and it's a wonderful place. I might make it to the Beaumure Center, but with that, we're out of time here in Public Eye News Today. I'm Luke Niddle.
And I'm Emma Maratz.
We'll see you tomorrow.
The preceding program was produced by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television, in studios located in Elizabeth and Edgar Hardin Hall.